Hi, this is John Sanpietro, and yesterday I recorded a video where I thought I made a pretty compelling case for why doing events where you sell a certain amount in retired product and then give your customer the same amount in free new catalog product didn't make a lot of good sense financially. How you really end up taking money out of your own pocket in order to make that event work. I did hear many comments, though, over the last 24 hours or so, and these were some of them. What about volume rebate? The video didn't take that into account. What if I'm selling the retired product at full retail price? In the previous video, I had discounted the product to the stamping business owner's price. What about Hostess Benefits? What about free sets? I'm not going to use the retired product anyway. I need to clean my stamp room, and believe it or not, you're not a stamping business owner, so how could you possibly understand? I figured this would be a good time to take each one of these points and talk about them, because I really feel like it's important to understand why this event is really costing you money. Not just not making you a profit, but actually taking money out of your pocket. So let's start. We'll do these in order. First of all, volume rebate and selling the retired set at a full retail price. Let's do that, okay? Let's sell the set at a full retail price, and let's take volume rebate into account. So let's say that you receive $20 for a retired set that you paid $16 for. That means that when you get handed that money, you are up $4. You've made a $4 profit. Now, again, per the agreement, you have to give away a new $20 stamp set or $20 in new catalog product, which will cost you $16. So now you're down $12. You've actually lost $12. And you will get volume rebate back. Let's assume that you get maximum volume rebate, which would be an additional $4. That means that at the end of all of this, selling at full retail price and getting the volume rebate, you are still down $8. You've actually had to take $8 out of your own pocket. Now, what about Hostess Benefits? Okay, what about Hostess Benefits? Hostess Benefits kick in for some companies at $150 in sales. So if you're down $8 for every $20 you sell, that means that you will have spent $60 of your own money by the time you hit level 1 Hostess Benefits. You will be in the hole for $60, and no Hostess set makes up for that loss. Well, what about free sets? Well, with free sets you do make money, but as I pointed out in the old video, even with a free set, you're still giving up half the profit you would have made if you just sold the retired set without offering to give them new catalog product. And that doesn't even take into account all of the things I said in the previous video about devaluing the set, training your customers to expect this kind of bargain, etc. Okay, I'm not going to use the retired product and I need to clean up my stamp room. Well, by all means, sell your retired sets. I'm not saying don't sell them. Sell your retired sets. Just don't give away new catalog product and your own money to do it. You shouldn't have to. The only reason that your customers demand it is because you keep offering it to them. Depending on the situation, you may also just be able to donate your supplies to a nonprofit or a charity and claim a tax deduction. If you did that, you would actually make a little money, but it still isn't losing money out of pocket. You should check that, though, with your local accountant, as the rules vary on that from state to state. Guys, the only way this idea makes you money is if you, quote-unquote, forget you spent money on the stamp set in the first place. In other words, if you don't assign value to that set, if you just think of that as lost money, if you forget you spent money on that, sure, then you could say you made money. But guys, that's no way to run a business. It's not honest. You're not being honest with yourself, and you're not being honest with the people around you. You may have other goals. You know, profitability may not be your goal, and if that's the case, that's fine. But if profitability is your goal, if your goal is to run a profitable business, it really is very simple. It's very cut and dry. You are either profitable or you're not. Now, the last thing I heard today was, well, you're not a stamping business owner, so for some reason that means that my opinion doesn't count for as much. And you know, it's absolutely true. I'm not a stamping business owner, but I don't see that as a disadvantage. On the contrary, I've been helping stamping business owners get paid for the past 10 years, which is longer than most stamping business owners have been active. And because I'm not a stamping business owner, because I don't work with any particular company, I don't have to worry about what any particular company thinks. Because of that, I don't feel any pressure to give you answers or advice that is, politically correct. And because I don't feel the peer pressure that I know many of you do from the community of stamping business owners at large, I also don't feel any pressure to give you the answers that are quote-unquote popular with one group or another. The bottom line is, and it always has been this, I work for you. And my focus is very simple: to get you paid. This is John Sanpetro. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at john@stampingismybusiness.com.